if you don't have a commitment to do business today, you are, like I said earlier, you're running a race with no finish line. I found this out later on in my career as a salesperson. You know, I was a good salesperson, right? I was a good salesperson. But I did find out that there's a big difference between a salesperson and a closer. There's a very big difference. And nothing of actual value happens if you're not able to close the deal. I mean, there's no exchange, right? You may have educated the customer. You may have built rapport with them. They may have made a friend, but ultimately, did we really solve any problems for them? Did we really serve them at the highest level if they don't leave with a new car? And the analogy I came up with many years ago would be like, let's say hypothetically, you went to, and I may have shared this last time I was here, but you went to Acme, right, or ShopRite, and you needed milk, you needed bread, you needed cheese, you needed all these things. You had a family at home and they were starving. So you meet somebody in ShopRite that works there, one of the workers, and they show you around. You go to this aisle for the milk, you go to this aisle for the bread, you go to this aisle for the lunch meat, but they don't show you where to go and check it out. Unless you actually check out and leave with the food, they really just wasted your time. They educated you, but they didn't help you solve any problems. So I did find out that there was another level to me being the salesperson that I wanted to become. And then I started to tell myself that unless I close, I accomplish nothing. Because I was always brought up that when the customer leaves, I'm never going to see them again. I don't care how much they like me. Life gets in the way. Stuff happens. I got a message this morning. I'll share it with you. I had somebody reach out to me on Facebook Messenger the other day looking for a Wrangler. I turned him over to one of my salespeople, and they set an appointment for Saturday, so I was happy about that. And he just said to me this. This is this morning. I'm expecting him to say, thank you so much. I can't wait to go Saturday and see the Wrangler. He said, yo, brother, thanks again. I talked to your buddy. He didn't have the exact one my girl wanted. We were going to go take a look Saturday, but someone else got back to her from the auto mall in Bridgeton with the one she wanted and dropped it off yesterday. Thanks so much for your help. Right? So between Thursday and this morning, right? Thursday morning and this morning, the appointment's set for Saturday. Now, I actually feel bad for the salesperson. I don't even know if he knows yet, so I have to let him know later on. That's what happens. You know, that's what happens. And when we're setting appointments, you know, if you set an appointment, this is tried and true math. If you set an appointment for today or tomorrow, they're going to show 50% of the time. 50% of the time they're going to show today or tomorrow the first time you go to set that appointment. One day after that, they show up 25% of the time. One day after that, they show 12.5% of the time. There's the margin of that, I mean, just the odds of something taking place like that, it happens, right? It happens. So as much as they like you, as much as you built rapport, you know, out of sight, out of mind. So that's what happened. Building, obviously, massive value early on in the process and getting commitments to do business today makes overcoming objections much easier in the close. If you don't have a commitment to do business today, you are, like I said earlier, you're running a race with no finish line, right? You're really spinning your wheels. And I'll give you an analogy. Let's say you're dating a girl, right? Girl, guy, whatever your thing is. You know, I don't want to get canceled. So whatever it is.
Jimmy's not in here anymore.
I don't care who or what you date. Guys are talking a little bit. Go to dinner, but I don't know. You just don't know. Like, does she like me? Do they like me? Are we on the same page? What are they looking for? I know what I'm looking for. I don't want to be too pushy. I don't want to be too forward. I'm playing the game a little bit. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable when you don't know if both people are aiming towards the same target. Now, if you know what they're looking for out of a situation, out of a relationship, you're looking for the same thing, your guard goes down a little bit. You could be yourself. Right? Because you always know that you're both aiming towards the same target. If you don't have a commitment from your customer to do business today, it will feel more uncomfortable. You will feel like, I don't want to be too pushy. But if I know Lou's looking to do a deal today, I'm literally going to sit with him at the desk like this as his trusted advisor. Like, Lou, we got to find a way to make this work, man. I know you want to leave with a car today. I know there's a deal here. We just have to find it. right? See, a lot of times when we're working the phones, guys, I think even throughout the entire sales process, I think we improperly or inaccurately have our eyes set on the wrong target. See, when I'm on the lot and I'm demoing a vehicle, my goal out there is not to close a car deal. My goal is to get you excited about the vehicle and not worry about anything else. When I'm going through the needs assessment, my goal is not to sell you a car. My goal is to extract as much data as possible to then use later on in structuring the deal and closing the deal while your wall is still relatively low, right? The goal is not to interrogate you at that point, it's to interview you, right? My goal, once I present the numbers, then is to close the deal. Your goal over the phone is not to sell a car. Your goal is to set an appointment. So you got to work towards that. Throughout the entire sales process, 2 questions that your customers are subconsciously asking themselves when they're at the dealership. 2 questions they're subconsciously asking themselves. Number 1 is, can I do it? Number 1 is, can I do it? Number 1 is, can I do it? And can I do it? We had just said that we believe that a very small percentage of our customers actually sit down and go through their entire budget to calculate to the penny whether or not they can afford a new vehicle and what their payment tolerance is, right? Remember, your customer, first off, your customer knows the changing of the market. They see the price of all of the goods and services that they purchase around them going up. They don't expect the car payment to go down. They do not expect that. Now more than ever, with so much access to information, knowing that the average car buyer spends 14.39 hours researching, shopping, and purchasing vehicles, knowing that, we know they got a pretty good finger on the pulse of the dealership, especially, or the market. They got a finger on the pulse of the market, especially if they've gone to other places. On top of that, how do we know that they didn't get a raise from the last time they bought a car? They've been in their car for 5 years. Cost of living's gone up. How do you know they're not making more money? So they can afford more. Can I do it? I believe, for the most part, they can always do it. If they really wanted to. So that leads to the second question. If it's not, can I do it? Number 2, the question they ask themselves subconsciously is it worth it? Is it worth it? And that's the question you have to answer for them. Is it worth it, right? Is it worth it? I say it a lot. I love the quote from Warren Buffett that price is what you pay, value is what you get. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. There's this holy grail that all of my salespeople can do, and it looks like this. I call it the holy grail because when the value exceeds the price, that's when a deal happens. Then and only then. See, discounting price does not raise value. It just discounts price. They need to say to themselves, I could do it, and it's worth it. And it's worth it, that there's value there. So remember that. By discounting price, you're not adding value. You're just discounting price. Gross profit is made on the lot. Gross profit's made on the lot. Building value in the vehicle, getting them excited, getting their emotions involved, futuring how this product, how this vehicle, how the features, the benefits, and the solutions that those benefits, that are the features, will better their life, how that's going to make their life better. The value is built out there. The gross profit is made out there. All we do inside is just justify it. We're just justifying it inside. So a lot of times we try to cut corners out there to race inside to see if the numbers are going to make sense for them so we're not wasting our time. But if you're racing to get back inside and you're not doing a bang-up job out there, you probably are wasting your time. You're probably wasting your time. Spend more time out there getting them excited, and all of this becomes so much easier. It's hard. We've been there. We've all been there I'm guilty of it too. Where we know we didn't spend enough time out there. It's a Saturday. We need a couple cars to hit our bonus. The month's up in a few days. Second to last day of the month. You're catching up. You know you're going to be busy here today. I don't want to waste my time with this guy kicking tires. And we rush the process outside to come inside to see if the numbers even make sense. And they don't. Imagine if we did our job out there. Right? So we make our gross profit outside. We just justify it inside and we defend it inside. 4 reasons why your customers will object. Number 1 is lack of budget. Lack of budget. So lack of budget, which is interesting, right? A lot of times customers will say to you, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I had a customer about a month ago at one of my dealerships. I went on a TO to help out. I actually had the woman cancel her cable so she could afford the car. I said, do you watch it? I mean, I canceled mine. What do you pay per month in cable? I pay like $300 a month, she said. Do you watch it? Well, my kids, they use the apps, they stream. I said, do you need the cable? Rather than running the risk of leaving here today and having your trade-in break down on you, said it's giving you trouble, do you need the cable? That'll free up $300 a month, right? Lack of budget. How many of you guys think that your customer, right? Well, let's give it a percentage, right? I'm going to give you a percentage. What percentage of your customers do you actually think sit down prior to coming to the dealership, calculate their entire budget down to the dollar, and know exactly how much money they have to allocate towards a car? 5%. I mean, none of them.
You said 10%.
Right? Do they even know their budget? Like, do they really know it? Right, guys? And that's a budget close.
When the dude's walking in with the clipboard and the
Yeah.
briefcase, he
Right. He knows it. He knows it. But I like to say, and you can write this down too, guys, why not trim the fat in other areas of our budget? Why not trim the fat in other areas of our budget? Why compromise our vehicle, right? Why compromise our vehicle? Your customer's vehicle, that's a symbol of their hard work. It's a symbol of the day in and day out grind that they put forward for their family. Why compromise that, right? Why compromise that? So lack of budget's number 1, all right? Number 2, guys, lack of trust. Lack of trust. Lack of trust. Instincts build trust. Personality builds rapport, guys. If they don't trust you, you're playing from behind the entire time. And that's a tough place to be. So you need to get them to trust you before any of your personality, any of your rapport building skills, any of what seems like you're trying to be their friend comes off the wrong way. Because if they don't trust you and they feel like you're trying to be their friend, they'll feel like you're trying to get over on them. So they got to trust you first, right? So lack of trust. Number 3, this is one that's could be an issue. Lack of need. Lack of need. So this could happen, guys, if you land them on too much car. If you land them on too much vehicle, there could be a lack of need. I don't need all of that. I don't need these features, right? See, a lot of times we try to land them on a car that's going to blow them away, that of course they're going to love, but then we blow them away with the price and the payments. Right? You start them at entry level, exactly. Entry level vehicle, most popular model, right? Most affordable, right? Best value. Basically everything but saying base model, because base sounds kind of negative, right? Less than, right? So lack of need is important. Now, this one, I think, if I were to say all of these, right? All of these are important, but I think number 4 is the most important and where we miss the mark the most. We could discuss budget. It's dollars and cents. We can get them to trust us. That's more of an art than a skill, right? That's more of just being a genuine good person. I think you accomplish that. The need, by landing them on all the things they need in a vehicle, nothing extra. That's very easy if we go to the entry level model. Lack of urgency, guys. Lack of urgency. Lack of urgency kills more deals than I believe payments do. If you don't create a sense of urgency, if you don't tell your customer that we just texted that, hey, tomorrow we have Saturday sales cash, we have a Saturday sales event, we have dealer cash in-house tomorrow on Saturday, but it's first come, first serve. I want to get you here as soon as possible so you don't miss out on it. If we don't tell them that, if we don't then guide them Could you make it in first thing at 9, or would 11 be better for you, giving them options? And we say, could you stop in one day? Well, then you're giving them the power, right? You're not creating a sense of urgency that they're going to miss out. I always go back to like dating analogies. Like, what if there's a person you really like, but they've been with somebody for a while now, and next thing you know, you find out they're single, they're on the market. Well, you're going to have some urgency. Like, you don't know. You don't want to miss out on a shot. It might be another 5 years you're waiting, right? So you got to create a sense of urgency for them that if they don't take action, they're going to miss out. If they do wait till June or July and you're in April, the 2025s are going to come out, or the next model year is going to come out. That's going to be $2,000 more because vehicle prices go up year after year. That $2,000 over the course of the lease is going to be $60 per month in payment. Your trade-in is going to be a year older. It's going to be $3,000 less in value. That $3,000 less in trade-in value is $90 in payment. By waiting till June or July, you're going up $150 per month in payment. Right? Explaining that to them. Explaining that to them. So, lack of urgency. Lack of urgency.